It's great for the family. Drink it, mix it, blend it up, make a tasty drink, pour it in your cup. Infants, children, and adults, Dutch Lady milk, yes, drink it up. Dutch Lady, the milk of champions. Available at a supermarket near you, or local distributors and your wholesale American Road. Telephone 480-3080. Dutch Lady, the milk above the rest. No other milk can test. Taste it for yourself.
Dutch Lady Milk, the milk we drink.
There are people who really know how to say things. There are some people who rest assured that their family is safe. The ones who dream of a better world. The ones who know the difference between driving and driving. And those who believe in love at first sight. At Chevrolet, more than cars, we see people. Chevrolet, real cars, real people.
Water is such an essential part of life. Our mere body is 70% water. We use it to nourish and purify ourselves, giving our skin and entire body a healthy, happy glow. If your water becomes contaminated, could you imagine the effect? Don't trust your drinking water to just any supply. Make the right change today to the seamless solution and rid the awful plastic that spreads deadly bacteria and diseases. Regardless of your house or shape of your roof, we'll custom fit to size your home and wallet. Ensure your family safer drinking water. Call us right away and get a free estimate and make the first step to healthier water.
Our after service is as good as our service.
So when you think of drinking water, think seamless gutters. It's the seamless solution to healthier water. Now in stock is our stainless steel aluminum covers for your guttering, keeping leaves, frogs, insects, and other contaminants out of your water.
State Insurance, 20-pay life policy. State Insurance will take care of you and your family. You pay for just 20 years, then you get back a quarter. The rest of the sum insured is for your son or your daughter. The 20-pay life policy from State Insurance will pay you 25% of the sum insured after just 20 years, with the balance going to your beneficiary. You'll be completely protected with State Insurance. Secure the unexpected with State Insurance. State Insurance Corporation, Redcliffe Street, St. John's, Antigua, 481-7800 for your protection and our economy.
Antigua Farm and Garden Supplies is a full-service garden store featuring everything from flower and vegetable seeds to garden tools and power equipment. Conveniently located on Upper Redcliffe Street, Antigua Farm and Garden Supplies offers environmentally safe insecticides, fungicides, herbicides, and fertilizers for any type of application. Fire ant and roach killers, tin seeds, farming tools, and equipment such as knapsack sprayers for commercial farmers. Potting soil along with tough and flexible garden hoses are also available. Antigua Farm and Garden Supplies is also the agent and sole distributor for Solo Power equipment. Now in stock are tillers, sickle bar and lawn mowers, weed whackers, brush cutters, chainsaws, gasoline-powered sprayers, and riding mowers for that extra touch of class. Antigua Farm and Garden Supplies, Upper Redcliffe Street, St. John's, with the #1 experts to help you create and maintain your own flower or vegetable garden, lawn or other personalized landscape. For more information, call us at 462-4945.
The first segment of the news is sponsored by ABI Financial Group.
Banking shouldn't interrupt your way of life, so ABI Bank Limited has integrated it into your day and put banking in the palm of your hand. Mo Banking allows me to check my account balance, my transaction history, or even transfer money instantly from my savings account to cover checks, all from my cell phone. I can pay my bills on the move, on my terms, in my own time. Mo Banking gives me options. No long lines and plenty of time to do the things I love to do. Mo Banking. Banking Sign up at any ABAP location today.
Good evening. It is Friday, the 30th of March, 2012. I'm Alex Nicholson with the ABS Evening News. And the headlines this evening: a new youth empowerment deal signed, and Deputy Commissioner confident police will crack the case of this nation's second homicide. And a little later in our newscast, amidst joy and tears, co-workers bid well wishes to a valuable employee. Join me is Amelia Henry signing for the hearing period. Now for the news in detail. Young men and women will now have a facility to learn the necessary skills to become well-rounded citizens of Antigua and Barbuda. The Gilbert Agricultural and Rural Development God Center has received US $89,075 from Japan to construct a training facility. Larissa Francis reports on the signing ceremony, signaling the start of the project entitled the Project for Construction of Skill Training Center for Vulnerable Youth.
Executive Director of the God Center, Roberta Williams, says the project would provide an opportunity for young persons who have dropped out of school and give single young mothers and unemployed or underemployed persons a second chance. The International Youth Foundation, IYF, and the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, have also partnered with God. Williams says the partnership seeks to build the capacity of the center to help vulnerable youth. She's pleased that the God's mission has become a reality.
Added to this effort, another group of partners have come on board with us. The International Youth Foundation and the United States Agency for International Development, further building our capacity to meet the needs of vulnerable youth, giving them a competitive edge in this challenging global environment that we live in today. In trying to meet the most urgent needs of our clientele, we are, if I may use this phrase, bursting our seams. We are out of space. And now a most welcome partnership has been formed with the Japanese government through their embassy in Trinidad and Tobago, with special emphasis in the project called Grassroots Human Security Project.
Ambassador Yoshi, the consular at the Embassy of Japan, speaks of his country's decision to provide the grant and also stated that this is the second grassroots project Japan is signing onto for Antigua and Barbuda. He says his country will seek to assist where necessary to promote youth development.
Today's youth will be the power to push forward great advancements. If youth become more energetic, more involved, the economy will surely strengthen and develop. In this respect, we praise the activities of the God Center, and we are really pleased to support the further development of their activities. We hope that more and more vulnerable youth will get the chance to learn basic and vocational skills and realize their own capabilities through the training course of the God Center. Ladies and gentlemen, Japan and Antigua Barbuda have long shared friendly relations.
Minister of State in the Ministry of Information, Broadcasting and Telecommunications, Science and Technology, Dr. the Honorable Edwin Mansour, gives a commitment to assist the God Center in empowering young people. The Ministry of Information currently speaks of a program that offers internships to graduates and students from the center.
We have begun a closer collaboration at the Ministry of Information with God by providing early internship opportunities for, in the first stage, 3 of the young folks. And I'm hoping that very shortly we can formalize this relationship and create an additional conduit for these young people to get into a setting where they can build upon the skills that they have acquired at God, possibly earn a decent living, with maybe the opportunity to move on to greener pastures, as it were. And so today I am recommitting the Ministry of Information and by extension the government's commitment to develop and to nourish the ICT cadet program.
Through the grant assistance from the Japanese, 2 new classrooms will be constructed, one of which will house the 20 computers donated by the Ministry of Information's Connect Antigua and Barbuda initiative. The project will provide vulnerable skills training for the youth as well as establish opportunities for employment. Larissa France is reporting for ABS News.
The police have intensified the search for a man wanted in connection with the second homicide for the year. At about 9:20 p.m. on Saturday night, 21-year-old Kadeem Maxipriest Lewis was shot in the head at close range while sitting in a car in Grace Farm. Police are on the lookout for 25-year-old Kurt Struckford Edwards of Cook's Extension. Deputy Commissioner Ivor David is confident that the police will be able to solve the crime.
We are very confident because we know for sure who the individual is. We also know the name of the individual. Police is presently making an appeal to the general public for any information which can lead up to the capturing of Kurt Adams, better known as any information that is available. Feel free to contact Crime Stoppers or any police officer whom you feel confident about.
Is presumed to be armed and dangerous and should not be approached if seen. Edwards is about 5 feet 7 inches tall, slim, and is about 130 to 140 pounds with a permanent scar on his forehead. Persons with information can are asked to contact the Crime Stoppers at 800-TIPS, the CID at 462-3913 or 3914, or Superintendent Burnett at telephone numbers 764-2285 or 462-0125. The crime-fighting efforts of lawmen at the Grace Farm Police Station receives a technology boost. The parliamentary representative of the area, Prime Minister Baldwin Spencer, was at the presentation ceremony when the new technology equipment was presented by Team Party Central, a non-profit group of young men. Sean Thomas reports.
The use of personal computers by police officers at the Grace Farm Police Station is becoming a thing of the past thanks to the contributions of a community group of young men. On Friday, Team Party Central held a brief ceremony to present a new computer system to the Grace Farm Police Station with a view on improving crime-fighting efforts. Prime Minister and Parliamentary Representative for the area, Dr. the Honorable Baldwin Spencer, commends the young men for the gesture and charges the police to put the equipment to effective use.
It's always good to know that young people can come together and do something worthwhile in their communities. So first of all, I want to commend them. Secondly, I would want to believe that this equipment will go a long way in assisting the Grace Farm Police Station and the police officers in their ability to capture and store important information and would be able to respond rather quickly to situations when they are able to get onto the computer and pull up the relevant information.
Deputy Police Commissioner Ivor David describes the donation as timely given the need to establish new linkages with the community.
This computer has been delivered at a time when the men and women of this station were using their own. At a time when we are trying our best to forge and to strengthen and to rebuild bridges within the community. I don't think that there could be a better time when this computer is being delivered. Now, I know for sure that when certain things are being given to people, it is given with the expectation that you perfect and effect certain things that you expect the equipment should be used for. And so we are looking at the men and women at the station to show the individuals who delivered this equipment that they indeed appreciate it, they indeed are proud of it, that they will take care of it, and that the work that they would have produced from it would be second to none.
A call for further community support was made by officer in charge of the Grace Farm Police Station, Leonard Cabral.
I do hope that other corporate citizens will get on board by donating other equipment just as this to assist us in fighting crimes.
Team Party Central originates from the Grace Farm community and is currently 15 young men strong. Sean Thomas, ABS News.
Efforts are being made towards the development of a national sustainable tourism development plan, the STDP. The policy will be used to develop guidelines to future enhancement of the destination's tourism product. More in this report.
The government has secured the professional services of consultants OBMI and T&L Europractice to partner on the project to deliver STDP and all related master planning, business planning, and negotiations. The team recently met with Tourism Minister, the Honorable John McGinley, and the Cabinet of Antigua and Barbuda to examine a new tourism plan that will be used on three main values: economic, environmental, and social development. These values will aid in the development of long-term sustainable projects by maximizing the results for investors, respecting and preserving the natural beauty of the allocated site, and providing a unique experience to visitors and locals alike. Minister McGinley is of the view that the plan is critical to the future development of the hotel plant and will guide future investors into the hotel sector. He says the plan will also seek to attract foreign direct investment into Antigua and Barbuda by creating opportunities that have been carefully planned. Director of Policy and Planning within the Ministry of Tourism, Cartwright Marshall, says the plan will provide the ministry with the necessary platform which will ensure the continuous growth of the industry. According to the project outline presented by the consultants, the approach is to work along with multiple key stakeholders to define and design the most adequate national sustainable tourism plan for the Twin Islands state. Alciana Titter reporting for ABS News.
The Ministry of Health captured second place in the 2011 Surveillance Award from the Expanded Program on Immunization, the EPI. The award is a project of the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, the World Health Organization, WHO, and the Caribbean Epidemiology Center, CAREC. Azara Lavier reports on the announcement, which was made on Wednesday following the 28th Caribbean EPI Managers Meeting held in Barbados.
Superintendent of Public Health for Nurses, Coalita Joseph, says she's delighted that Antigua and Barbuda was awarded second place and hopes for first place honors in the Surveillance Award in the future. Joseph says the manual will seek to enhance the knowledge and confidence in providing quality care and services to the people of the Twin Islands state. She adds that the immunization program of the countries of the Caribbean community has been one of the most successful and is used as a benchmark by which other programs are measured. The annual Caribbean Surveillance Award has been established to recognize countries that have performed outstandingly on the surveillance component of their program during the previous year. It was initiated in 1998. The award consists of a certificate and the inscription of the name of the country on a plaque that is kept by the winning country for a year. The first place award was presented to Dominica, while St. Martin was given third.